We live in a society that perceives the expression of emotion as a sign of weakness. We then walk around holding everything inside of us without realizing the internal attack that it creates. Knowing that we are the writers of our own story, I envision the release of any emotional attachment through my writings. The rewards of this action are incredible as it allows you to reflect on your life. I believe that the power of journaling your emotions can help you live a life of less resistance. I want to talk all about how you can use this tool in your path of becoming more of you. Welcome everybody. I am so happy and I feel so blessed to be here once again with all of you guys. So in today's video, I am going to be talking about one of the most instrumental tools that I've used in the process of healing. I've been journaling since 1999. I was 12 years old, if I'm not mistaken. This is my first journal. I actually called it a diary, and oh my gosh, the crazy things that I wrote. It's really interesting to see where your frame of mind was at that age. This became my first diary, and I even have a picture of myself. Yay! That's my first journal ever. So as you can see, I have been into journaling and diarying for a really long time. It's something that I truly enjoy doing because I'm able to just really process my thoughts, my ideas, my emotions, whatever they were, right into paper. So my personal writings have evolved from just a narrative point of view where I'm just talking about what I was doing that day. And I went through that method through high school, my teen years, and my 20s. And it wasn't until my 30s where I really began this journey of healing. Prior to that, I was just so focused on letting things be how they were, and I accepted the way that I was. Even the negative things, I just always felt like, well, they're just a part of me. I never realized before now that anything that we don't like about ourselves, we have the power to change it. I want to talk about how you can use journaling as a way of helping you better understand who you are and why you think and feel the way that you do. Journal therapy is one of the many modalities, just like art therapy or music therapy, that is offered by therapists as a way to really help you analyze your situation, your thoughts, your feelings through paper. Having that I love journaling and I love writing, this is why I decided to take the approach of journal therapy and actually implement that into my current journals that I was working on, and it has been incredible. So when I decided to really just let go of everything that I was doing before that didn't align with me, I was left in what felt like a scary place, but honestly, it was so wonderful because I didn't really know who I was anymore, what I was interested in. I didn't know my passion. And through writing, I found a clear definition of what my passion is and what I want to do at this point in my life in my 30s. Prior to that, I had no idea. I was left in a place where I just didn't know who I was anymore. And I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate to this if you are in a place in your life where you're not happy, but you don't know who you are just yet or what you want to do or what your passion is. Journaling is powerful because if you take the approach of the therapy journaling, it's going to help you really get clear into what inspires you, what you love, what motivates you, what do you want to do, who you are. Who are you? So I say all of that to say that I began journal therapy as a way of self-discovery. Journal therapy is also great if you're suffering from anxiety, from depression, from loss of identity, from grief, from just feeling out of balance with yourself, any negative thing that is just really holding you down and clouding your mind. writing it down, if you really enjoy writing it down is going to be a way of releasing it instead of holding it inside of you. Just recently, my husband and I had a disagreement over something, and we hadn't resolved it. We weren't talking about the issue, but we did put a band-aid over it because we didn't want to argue or fight or just spend our days upset with each other. But nonetheless, that issue was still there. We just, like I said, put a little band-aid over it so we can move on. But we never really moved on from it. And I noticed that the days where we just had that little band-aid over the situation and we weren't talking about it, I was walking around with what felt like a huge boulder on my chest. I felt a heaviness because it was something inside of me that was just in there that needed to be released. Writing in your journal, whatever you are feeling inside, writing it and letting it out feels so amazing. Even if you haven't resolved the issue yet with the person or with yourself, just letting it out and not walking around with it, just letting it out and let it live in your journal, but don't let it live in here. You feel the heaviness of any of these negative emotions until you talk about them, until you find a way to release that emotion. You're going to be walking around with the heaviness and not really being able to be the best, whole, complete, beautiful version of yourself. I encourage you guys to always be 100% truthful. Sometimes I know that the truth hurts and it's hard to say the things that we feel, but until we are honest with ourselves, we are not going to be able to move into a place of healing because we are not being honest with ourselves. So now, how do you start journaling? Where do you start? Where do you begin? There's so many types of journals out there. First and foremost, you have to define what type of journaling you want to do so you can find one that actually fits your needs. It could seem overwhelming just because there's so many different types out there. People journal about nature, about birds, about fitness, about health. Whatever it is that you're looking for, a journal is going to be there to help you with that. So also, don't feel like you have to journal every single day. You don't have to journal every single day. Sometimes I set a goal, but honestly, realistic, there's some days where I have nothing to say, and that's fine too. So these are some of my favorite types of journals that I have used in the past and that I'm currently doing. I'm actually doing 2 at once, and I will talk about that in a little bit. So the first one is a gratitude journal. This one is great because you have one little journal with you, right? And you talk about just the things that you are grateful for. Dear Lord, dear God, dear universe, dear journal, dear whoever, just you. I am grateful for this. And just write things that you are grateful for. That is what a gratitude journal is about. Ooh, a dream journal. A dream journal is amazing, especially if you are into analyzing what you're dreaming about. I am the type of person that has very vivid, colorful, realistic dreams. I am also spiritually connected to my dreams because they do have meaning. So many times we feel like dreams don't matter. Just my own personal opinion and my own belief is that dreams do have a meaning. That's why they are there. Okay, so the next type of journal is a goals journal. This is my goals journal. So I have this one here and then my therapeutic journal. These are the 2 journals that I'm currently doing. I started this journal with the intention of only writing things down that inspire me, that are going to shape my future. This is the first time that I ever do this because in the past, I never really got down. I never really took the time to get clear about what I wanted out of my life, which is why I feel like it was just all over the place and I didn't really know where the focus was. This has given me so much focus. When I stopped making the YouTube videos that I used to make in the past, I really didn't know what I wanted to offer. I knew that I love connecting with people, but I didn't know how to go about it, or how to do it, or how to go about building this new brand, which is essentially what I'm doing now. And I started just writing things down in the first page, things to do and figure out. Simply, what do I need to do and what do I need to figure out? Hire a team, a new Instagram, an intro, graphics. And then also keywords. What are words that inspire you? Spirituality, growth, culture, female empowerment, style, beauty, sage, purple, yellow, teal, awareness. That was just the first page. And then more words that inspire me, you know, and I just started writing things down that inspire me so I can start to build and get it clarity in what the vision that I wanted to build was. So this has been instrumental to me, and you can get very detailed about what you want to do. And then after a while, everything is just going to start to come together, and it's going to be like, wow, this is your vision. This is your vision. So a vision goals journal is something that I love and highly recommend. Now this one, the one that I talk about a lot, is my growth/therapy journal. This is the one that I also highly recommend because this is filled with wisdom. I think the other ones have wisdom in there for sure, but this one is the one where I'm currently like, whoa, I just had an aha moment. Where's my journal? I need to like write this down so I don't forget it. Any little thing, I reach for this notebook. I could just flip through this and I will find something just so powerful that I just want to share with you guys, honestly. Oh my gosh, so many things filled in here, just inspiring all the content that I'm going to be filming for you guys. So a creative journal is something that I also really enjoy doing and what I did a lot last year. And in this little creative journal, I pretty much just paste a lot of things that inspire me and colors and quotes. And if I go to an event, for example, like when I did the New York event, where I walked a runway show for New York Fashion Week, the talent tag with Olay. So it's just basically a collage of the event and it's a memory. And now I remember, wow, like this is a memory in here. In my house, I just like to set the mood. So I'll turn on the fireplace, I'll light a candle that smells delicious, I'll light some incense, I'll listen to Native American flute music or just relaxing nature sounds or 432 hertz healing music while I journal because it creates the environment and it puts my brain waves at a point where I'm able to also heal just from listening and being around the things that I truly enjoy. Now, when you're writing, do not judge your writing. If you're going to take the approach of therapeutic journaling and you want to heal from this process, it is really important that when you sit down and you start writing, you don't judge what you're writing about. You're not there to focus on your grammar, on your sentence structure. Nobody's gonna see this. The whole point of this is to just release something from inside of you onto a piece of paper so you don't walk around with it on yourself. And then so you're also able to analyze, wow, this is what I'm feeling. How can I change things? How can I approach things differently? How can I heal this specific thing? All you wanna do is just let the truth flow out. That's all you wanna do. So the last tip that I want to share is to set a time limit to your prompts. Setting a time limit is going to help you be more focused with the relevant prompt so you're not wandering off with other thoughts that are not really important to what you are currently writing about. Putting a time limit is like, okay, I got 5 minutes to write about why I have been feeling like I have this heavy boulder on my chest. Let's go. Could it be this? Could it be that? And just let it flow. I created a document with my favorite journal prompts. So if you're having a day where you really don't know what to write about, I have a list of all of my favorite prompts for self-discovery. These are really great. I have them in my journal and they have really helped me get a lot more clear with who I am and the way that I'm feeling. Please make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel and turn on the notification bell so you know when this video is going live. I have been doing a live premiere, so chatting with you guys as soon as the video is released. So if you don't want to miss out on some live chatting, which has been so much fun, honestly, I even get nervous and get so excited right before the video goes live because it's like I'm finally putting out what I've been working on the entire week. So it gets really exciting and I just really, really love talking to all of you guys. So make sure that you turn on the notification bell if you are interested in staying up to date with all of the new uploads that I'm doing. Have a blessed and beautiful day, and I can't wait to see you in my next video. Bye!